Solar battery prices in 2026 are all over the place. What should you actually be paying? G'day everyone, Dan and Matt here from GI Energy. Today we're talking about solar battery prices. This one is like a difficult one to approach really, isn't it? Because they really are all over the place. And some of the prices that we've seen since the launch of the battery rebate midway through 2025 has been crazy, hasn't it? On both ends of the scale.
Yeah.
In one day, I saw a quote for the same equipment. This is original battery rebate when it was the really high value. One of them was $8,000 and one of them was $28,000. And it was exactly the same equipment.
Wow.
I won't mention the companies installing them. One of them was basically a rebadged version of the other. So it comes out of the same factory, just has a different sticker on it. And it was that much more. As a consumer, this is really hard, isn't it? And sometimes you speak to people on the phone and you can hear in their voice that it's just become such a headache. And I can be sympathetic to that. It's not like buying a car where you can sort of see, okay, this one costs more and you can feel why.
Yeah.
It has more features that you understand as a consumer, or a television has a better picture and nicer sound. It's not that easy with solar, is it?
Nah, and this conversation's pretty common, isn't it? Where you either hear, oh, that's pretty reasonable, or oh, that's insane.
Yeah.
Because they've seen one of those other two that you mentioned before.
Yeah.
And it just depends where you found that information and how it's been presented. So yeah, it's definitely all over the shop, and there could be other variables as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, depending on inverter, what you have already, age of the system, switchboard work, many other things. But I guess getting to the crux of the video,
Yeah.
as a rough figure, if you're looking at a sort of modest sized battery, so say that sort of 13 to 15 kilowatt hour, you're probably looking at around that sort of 15,000 installed after the subsidy. So somewhere around $1,000 a kilowatt hour. If you're going up towards maybe a sort of 20 to 30 kilowatt hour, which is a very common size as well, you're probably looking closer to around that sort of 20 to low $20,000 installed after the subsidy. So slightly better value per kilowatt hour because you've got the labor, the materials, and obviously all the base equipment. It's generally just an extra module or two.
Yeah.
So you're just paying for that extra module that attracts some subsidy as well.
Yes.
So as a rough figure, that's what would be pretty reasonable. There may be some other costs for switchboard work, or if the battery location is up and over the house the other side rather than within sort of 5 meters of the switchboard, and then maybe some other equipment that's needed for location dependent or specifics around where it's actually got to be installed, if it needs a slab or bollard and other stuff like that. Yeah, but I think that's a reasonable idea of pricing.
And you've included in that the cost of an inverter as well?
Yeah, correct. So most systems, either a new battery will obviously need an inverter.
Yeah.
An older solar system quite likely has a standard grid-tied inverter, not a hybrid. So that would include the relevant inverter in a decent size as well. If it's a larger 3-phase inverter, it would be a little bit more ultimately. But that would include, the inverter and, depending on the battery, either a gateway or some sort of backup other than maybe switchboard work.
Yeah, and that, as you said, is a rough ballpark. So then I guess the question is, and we've addressed this in other videos as well, but why are some of them so cheap? Because you can even see the same product on quotes, as I said earlier, and you could address some of that by saying, look, some people just have massive margins. They're taking this rebate and just cashing in on it, and that does happen. But more often than not, there are genuine reasons why.
Yeah.
And those really budget batteries that I just spoke about, they're kind of disappearing a little bit now as the subsidy is tapering off and reducing, but we're still going to see outrageously cheap ones. So it's a hard thing to explain to consumers, but there's so much cost there in the design process, the install process, the balance of system components, the backup requirements, whether it's been done properly and under the current safety standards or not. And then also whether people are pricing in aftercare support, whether they're going to be able to help you if something goes wrong in the future, or whether or not, firstly, they don't care and they're not going to be there, or they just haven't thought that through properly as a business and they're doing all this volume now. and they just don't really understand that they need to have staff in place to help with support issues for existing customers that have paid their bills already.
Yeah.
So all of that stuff makes such a big difference, doesn't it?
I think it's the final point you made there about that support afterwards. And a lot of people just don't consider that as a thing. And I think because we installed our first battery in 2016, we've learned that the hard way, that there's a lot of support that's needed.
Yeah.
And obviously through this subsidy, we've put on more staff to assist with those inquiries, because it can be something as simple as Wi-Fi's dropped out.
Yeah.
There was an over voltage in the grid because the grid's getting more and more saturated, more solar, or they're doing work in the grid and it's tripped the system, or anything can happen. And that's not a one-off. I'd say 7 out of 10 clients, I reckon within 3 months, call back with questions about the system, because you're providing a full power station to the home. It's not just solar panels on the roof.
Yeah.
It's a battery, it's backup, it's the monitoring, it's a VPP.
It's often integrated with an electric vehicle.
Yeah, they've integrated, all these other things, hot water.
Yeah.
Something, and things can happen,
Yeah.
and do happen.
Yeah.
And it's obviously how you deal with that part that really is going to separate the, you know what I mean, the good from the less so in this industry, because there's been hundreds of thousands of batteries installed in such a short window. We may not see that happen for 2, 3, 4 years, but there's going to be a huge surge. And those, we're getting calls from people already that were installed right at the start of the subsidy that the systems never work properly. They're connected to a VPP, it doesn't work, and they can't get hold of
Not ones that we've installed, just
locally where obviously this has happened
out with for someone to help.
Yeah, but there's already been installers that have been going out of business. It's just been such a mammoth time, and such a crazy time that so much work has been done and happened, and the subsidy's been amazing for us, obviously, as a business, and to help so many people. But I was talking to a colleague before who was sort of saying, like, wonder what things are going to be like in a couple of years. And I said, because of this subsidy and the real low end, the quality installers, the reputable installers, are going to have to jump through more hoops, because the regs will be so much tighter in 3 or 4 years' time, because of everything that's going to come from this.
Yeah.
And if they've not priced in the support, the care, the design, and all those other things, that's what holds it together. You're not just going to Coles and picking up a Pink Lady, it's my favourite apple, use that one, and then going to Woolies and picking up a Pink Lady apple. They probably look the same. It could still be the same battery, but it's how that's been designed and put together and wired. And then the questions after, like, those are all the things that will determine how the system works for 5, 10, 15 years.
Yeah, absolutely. And the product makes a difference also, obviously. That, to use a real life example there, we recently did a Fox CSS video and explained why we didn't want to install them. And the cost there for comparing that to a Sungrow battery is they were about 50% cheaper to purchase for us.
Just
Just for the product.
Yeah.
So that's half price,
Yeah.
basically. So that's significant difference. So the product does make a big difference. But if you see 2 quotes with the same product and there's a huge difference in cost, you should dig a bit deeper.
I think especially at the moment with subsidies changing, and obviously over time will change again each 6 months, every 6 months, sorry. You'll see those little times before each drop where you see this real urge again, this sudden buzz of got to get as many systems in as we can.
Yeah.
And obviously it makes it hard for the end user, because they're sort of, this company, I was going to say designing that system might be generous, selling that system is able to just push them over the line, and all the urgency is on their side. It really you need to take the time to make sure you're getting what you want.
Yeah, and the other problem there that will occur is if you've got a good quality product installed incorrectly and you have a warranty concern in the future, you might not be able to get hold of that installer. There's a good chance your warranty is not going to be covered if it's not been installed correctly or under the correct guidelines. And how many of them do you see? I mean, even on the industry forums where installers are proudly posting photos of terribly installed batteries. Check out this 50 kilowatt hour XYZ brand battery I've installed today, and looking at one photo you can see 3 or 4 defects that will mean the warranty's void. So again, as a consumer, that you're not going to know that stuff.
No. There was in Southeast Queensland a couple of years ago, there's a really well-known company that installed a lot of a very premium inverter, and they went out of business, and they were always 15-20% cheaper than ourselves and other reputable companies, and no one could work it out. And then a couple of months after they went out of business, we were getting a lot of calls from that inverter manufacturer to say, hey, can you go and fix this? You know the one, mate.
I do know, yeah.
Can you fix this? Can you fix this? And we didn't do many, but we went to one or two and called the manufacturer back, and they said, oh, there's no warranty on this because of the way it was installed. And some of those inverters would have cost $2.5, $3, $4 grand. And what a conversation to have.
Yeah.
And you're the person delivering that information.
Yeah.
They're pretty annoyed at you.
Now you're talking not about a $2,500 inverter, but a significantly more expensive piece of hardware with the battery.
That's what I was going to say. Sorry. No, that's right. That's just what you do. But I was going to say treble, quadruple the cost.
Yeah, yeah.
And then probably treble and quadruple the cost for someone to come and service it, because nobody wants to service those systems either.
No, of course.
They're not going to leave themselves open to a problem.
Yeah, you own it then, don't you?
So it's one of those where with the wrong with the wrong workmanship and design and other things there, it's going to cost a lot more to fix it than it probably costs to put it in. Sometimes.
It really isn't.
And there'll be work for people. I know a guy that all he does is fix solar systems.
Yeah.
He's been working for 12 years.
There you go.
And he said, I can work till I retire now because of this subset.
Oh, damn.
And I think he's a little bit older than you.
Old fella.
So he's got about 20 years left in him, mate.
More than me. Yeah, look, it sounds like we're going on a rant here, and that's not what we wanted from this video. We wanted to give people an idea of really what to budget for if you want it done in a quality way. The subsidy's brilliant, and if you pay the prices we're saying, and you do your due diligence, don't just pay them, don't just take our word for it blindly. Look into the company. If you're getting a quote from us, do your due diligence on us. Whoever it is, check the ABN, check the reviews, do all the stuff we say in our other videos, and make sure you're getting the right deal and not overpaying. But if you do it once and you do it right, here in Australia, great weather, great subsidies, the perfect storm for a brilliant return on investment for your solar and battery purchase, better than anywhere else in the world. So we're talking about a lot of negative stuff here, but it's really just to try and educate people on what not to do and why things are as cheap as they are, because this industry has just become so cost focused. And the reason for that is it's very easy to become a solar company. There's hardly any accreditation, if any, needed to become a solar retailer. You can basically just buy a phone and become a solar company. So because of that, people do that. There's more and more people starting solar companies every day, and some are great operators. Unfortunately, a lot of them aren't. And the easiest way to win business is to put an ad on social media and advertise a low price. All of a sudden you get very busy, but you haven't priced the job correctly. Yes, you're getting customers, but you're not going to be able to help them in the future. And they're not all bad people. No. They just maybe don't understand the repercussions of what they're getting themselves into when they're installing 3, 4, 5, 20 batteries a week. Yeah. So just the take-home point is use this as a guide. It can be a bit less than what you're saying. It can be a bit more. But hopefully it's been a little bit helpful there to give you a ballpark, and some of the information has been able to steer you a little bit away from some of those common mistakes. We're going to put our battery guide in the description to this video, as we always do. That's a helpful resource. I think most people get a bit of value from that. And if you do want a customized proposal and design done for yourself, please feel free to get in touch. That's what we do here. Been doing it since 2011. And if not, hopefully you've got some value from watching this video. Thank you.
Thanks.